Hello and welcome to the Medical Sales Podcast. I'm your host, Samuel, founder of a revolutionary medical sales training and mentorship program called the Medical Sales Career Builder, and I'm also host of the Medical Sales Podcast. In this podcast, I interview top medical sales reps and leading medical sales executives across the entire world. It doesn't matter what medical sales industry, from medical device to pharmaceutical to genetic testing and diagnostic lab, you name it, you will learn how to either break into the industry, be a top 10% performer within your role, or climb the corporate ladder. Welcome to the Medical Sales Podcast. And remember, I am a medical sales expert sharing my own opinion about this amazing industry and how it can change your life. Hello and welcome to the Medical Sales Podcast. Today we have everyone that comes on the show is special because people are special. But this guy is special to me and special to the EOS community because of the experiences we've had with him and the journey he's gone on. And it's just amazing. Johnny Caffaro is our new guest today. This is an episode you got to listen to. It doesn't even matter if you're in medical sales, if you're not in medical sales, if you're a doctor, if you're a patient, whatever you are, this applies. Whoever you are, this applies. The stuff we get into, you probably won't hear anywhere else, especially on a medical sales podcast. So you're going to love it. Whatever you're doing, make sure you listen to this. As always, we do our best to bring you guests that are doing things differently in the medical sales space. And I know you're going to enjoy this interview. So I guess I would like to believe that most people listening to this know who you are, right? You're.
Oh, I'd hope so.
You're considered. You're considered. I know people don't like this name, but I mean, it is what it is. You're considered an influencer in the medical sales space.
Yeah.
And you're a well-known influencer. So I think us just getting right into everything is fine. So let's do that. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take us back to, I don't remember the year, but a few years ago.
Yep.
And we had a conversation. You had just, you were pretty much parting ways with Stryker.
Yeah.
This was a shock to me because it was so cool. You remember when you joined Stryker, you did like this
the national signing.
Oh, man, this sports. I was like, if branding was a class, this is like the Godfather right here. So
it was amazing.
And then you invited me out to that Stryker function. We got to connect. We got to talk to all these Stryker folks, and we got to wear matching outfits, which we did not do on purpose.
We did not plan that.
Like, how crazy is that, right?
That was nuts.
So
you were wearing some Caffaro shoes.
Right?
That's nice for you.
And I'm gonna say, everybody, best business shoes I own, most
Love
comfortable, best looking. I wear those things. I get compliments every single time.
Man, you designed them. They look fly.
Dude, there has not been a day I have not worn them that someone's, oh man, your shoes are so cool. So anyway, all right. So take me back to Stryker. Take me back to that event that I was with you.
Yeah.
And when I talked to you, had all these plans, you were excited. I met your GM. After that, what happened with Stryker? Why did they, what happened that put you in a position to say, I'm going to make some choices? Go ahead.
So, I mean, I was blowing up. I mean, you saw me growing on LinkedIn. Like Stryker, like they helped the brand of my brand as well. So we were helping each other. And I was traveling and I was growing and I was doing so many shows, podcasts, and so many different things.
Right.
And they were getting more and more concerned that as I was growing, that I was overshadowing the brand or like not really doing the work that I needed to do, which was never the case.
So hold on. Let's hang out there for a second.
Okay.
I think this is worth everybody hearing because the cool thing about medical sales now is if you take the time to create a brand on the LinkedIn platform, you can dramatically improve your career. How you do it, but you can dramatically improve your career. So when you say they were concerned, give us some tactics. Like did the numbers dip a little bit? Were their numbers increasing? Like what exactly was happening that
they just saw me everywhere and every person knew who I was within the company. And they were just like, how is this person so famous? How is this person so, and he's just a senior manager within the hip division, but there's so many divisions at Stryker, right? Like 17 divisions, I think.
Right.
everybody knew who I was because of a social platform. And so I think in the old days, and I get it, like they're more concerned because like if they're letting this one employee, what other employees might just like start ramping off and saying stuff. And I get employees have a right to be able to say, if you're going to talk about a company, they could be able to look at your page. But like when you're talking about personal stuff, I don't think they have a right to tell you what you can and cannot post. I think that's my own personal opinion. But I think they were just so concerned that I was everywhere and I was posting and that my job wasn't getting done, which wasn't the case. I was actually like getting more people excited for Stryker.
And that's where I'm lost, because I'm like, wait a minute.
Right?
I get Stryker feeling compromised with your notoriety and with the fact that you can talk about whatever you want, but I still can't understand the business decision of, well, it's hurting us.
Yeah.
When my conclusion is it's probably helping them. So
100%.
Take us there,
I saw
man.
the numbers. I saw everybody reaching out to me asking how they could be a part of Stryker. I'm
right.
like, wouldn't you want more employee? Like,
yeah. So take us there, and of course, Johnny, share what you can share.
Yeah.
What did it look like? Did the manager call you one day? Was it an HR meeting? Like, what happened when they first not the whole, we'll get into that, but when they first said, what did that look like?
Yeah, they just started saying like, we don't want you going on podcasts. We don't want you posting as much. I had to meet with legal weekly to talk about my posts. Weekly. Yeah. So that's how it was that intense. And then I was at Stryker joint replacement, right? Main Stryker started reaching out to me because it was getting so big. So I had to meet with Stryker legal, the head of there, and be able to discuss and talk about. And then it just got to a point where they just said, we don't want you posting anymore and we don't want you on any more podcasts.
So I want to understand that. So was it one post, turn them off, and they're like, oh my gosh, what did he just say? Get him in here.
No, like that's the cool thing is like I was very compliant on everything. Like I always made sure that I was like, you've seen all my content. I've never done anything controversy. It's just they thought that I was trying to act as a spokesman for the company when I wasn't. It was just like, hey, I had a great time at this direct anterior course, or I had a great time in California with the team out here. And they just thought like I was like trying to be a spokesperson and not really do my job. But in reality, it's free marketing for the company, right? When you're just expressing. And so just like they kept bringing me in. And then I'm going to be honest, my ego was like there. And I'm like, I was riding my ego and I said, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep posting.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep, and I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I should have been more respectful to that aspect, but and that's where I left and learned some things about my ego and did some self-healing. And, but I just said, no, I'm going to keep posting, and actually kept posting more. And then we just came up with this, say, hey, I think we need to mutually separate ways. And it was just like kind of shocking, but I felt like it was coming because I felt like I was ahead of the times, I think, in the medical industry with where I was at. And with Stryker, they're very close knit, a lot of red tape.
Right.
Like I have nothing against them. I don't have any ill animosity towards them.
Right. But they were conservative. Their culture is conservative.
Yeah. And that's my thing is like, it's okay. But like, I also came from an ego place and I wanted to keep building the brand. And so that's where I'm like, okay, I'm going to just keep riding this wave and leave Stryker and go on the Caffaro way consulting until I disappeared. All
right. So let's talk about it. So we're gonna have fun, Johnny. Come on, man. We got to get into it. All right. So was it an email? Was it a phone call? The first sign of we're not sure you want you doing this. What was it?
It was just more of a conversation with my upper management.
Okay.
But the crazy thing is like I was helping upper management grow their brand as well too.
Right. No, I know.
Like I was getting them on and I was showing them how to do LinkedIn, and I created the whole social media platform within Stryker JR. And
I know.
And I was the bad one.
I know. Okay. So from that first GM conversation to your exit, how much time transpired?
I mean, it was quick. It was probably like a month or so.
Oh, wow. It was real quick. A month.
Yeah. So like the beginning, they knew what they were getting because that article, Johnny, on Orthopedics this week, The Changing Face of Ortho Cells was that big article.
Yeah.
And that was huge. And so they knew that they were getting some kind of influential person as they come into Stryker.
All right.
So that's why I had those weekly calls with legal to be able to make sure, okay, is Johnny going to be compliant in all of his posts? But then it's just like, because dude, I was only there 9 months. Like,
so okay. So hold on though. So okay. I guess the better question is, how many months were you there before they said, hold up?
That's the thing is like they didn't. It just like it came to a head so fast for some reason. I don't know what it was, but like
And they didn't tell you. And then
they didn't tell me specifically that they didn't tell me to, like, you're doing a bad job. They didn't tell me to stop.
There wasn't a certain post that said we don't like these kinds. None of that.
Nothing.
Interesting.
And I always sent my post beforehand to legal to have her run through it and read
it.
It
all approved before
get it all approved, and everything was good up until I. That's the crazy thing. I still don't know to this day what triggered it. What was the main, like, let's get Johnny out.
Okay. All right. So it is what it is. All right. So now we got to talk real. Income is coming from Stryker. Income is coming from your brother, who's just, you know, one of the best shoe designers in the world, and then and your brand you created with him, and you're living your life. Income from Stryker stops.
Yep.
How, you know, I want to know what was happening where you were like, so what? I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't, but I was. So I was at Mawa, and I was getting ready to go to the direct anterior course that I created with the team. And I got told that I can't go to the course, that legal was going to come to my hotel and give me my letter of resignation and my severance package.
Wow. Okay, hold on. Our audience does not know who Mawa is. Please.
Mawa, New Jersey is the headquarters of Stryker Joint Replacement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And so I was at the hotel, and I went there for meetings. And then later on that day, I was told not to come to the course. Legal and my boss were going to come to the hotel and give me the package and the signing, which was kind of a slap in the face because it was our first home course, be able to get this direct anterior course. And that's something that was my baby that I helped create with my team. And it was a great thing. And so they came in and they said, here's your severance package and we're going to part ways right now.
Did they continue with the course?
Oh yeah. All my friends, surgeons that I made friends with, they're like, where are you? Why are you not at this dinner?
Wow.
It's like, bro, they just let me go.
Okay. So what happened next?
Yeah. So I get in my hotel room and I just start I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, I've got to capitalize on something. Like, I'm really good at creating a brand and creating awareness and create this. And so I started calling all my connections and called all the surgeons that I was working with and say, hey, listen, let's blow you up. I'm going to create a consulting company. I'm going to be this medical mercenary for you and be able to be this middleman for you to be between these companies and introduce you to be these KOLs. I was just going to be this massive networker guy and be able to blow up and just start creating. Because they gave me a good 3-month settlement, a severance. So that was huge for me. And I was grateful for that. So I'm super happy with that. And so that gave me a runway to be able to create the consulting. But within the first week, I was landing deals just left and right. I was part of companies and then contracts. I was first contract came in, it was Corganix. It was a CBD company.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, that was great. And then another one was OrthoGrid. OrthoGrid just got purchased by Zimmer Biomed.
Yeah.
So I was helping that brand. Yeah. And so it's I was part of these really ortho loop and then all ortho masters, all these orthopedic companies. And then I was also helping individual surgeons connect with different companies. So I was their agent. It was really cool. I was their surgeon's agent.
Yeah.
Going through this industry.
You were the first medical sales KOL.
It was that's the Caffaro way. I'm I'm just bringing you around.
You define new roles, man. Come on. All right.
Yeah. And so then, I mean, dude, I was the hottest thing in August. I was wearing fedoras. I was changing the game. You don't wear hats in orthopedics. I was trying to just make a difference and it worked. But I was still operating out of ego. I think I feel I'll show you, this is what you missed out on. This is something that I don't know. I just it was, and I was still in a lot of hip pain. So, cause I've had 3 hip replacements and for some reason my hip started acting up again. And I'm like, man, I have to go through a 4th because I was getting all these recommendations. And I'm like, gosh dang it, like what is going on? But like, but my career, like everything is successful, but my
Yeah,
personal life is dipping. Like
sure.
my marriage is dipping. Like religion is this like, so throughout this time, I left Stryker, left my career, left my marriage, got divorced,
Okay.
left
Wait,
religion.
the divorce happened after leaving Stryker.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then left Mormon religion on top of it
No,
all.
I didn't know that. You left more. I did not know that.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
I like, and when you leave Mormon religion, you're not you're
Oh,
leaving a
that's like a whole.
community.
That's a whole nother episode right there alone. Okay, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, geez. All right. So I want to slow it down just a little bit because
Okay.
it's awesome to know that when you left Stryker, you were landing contracts.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the trajectory of that, and did that continue, and you had to manage the personal side, or did that stop and you had to manage? Like, what happened?
No, but the trajectory was unreal, man. I was making so much
I
money.
believe it.
Like it was, and it was like stuff that I loved doing.
Yep.
But then it was just like becoming overwhelming and over like exhausting. And I would feel like almost in a sense that I was being used in a way where it's like, oh, this person's like, it's like what celebrities in a sense, they get used for their brand, but they're not getting like true, genuine friendships. Right. Like, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that feeling. And, it just became this whole thing. So it's just like my personal life was taking a dip. Like, even though I was making so much money and having so much fun in the medical device, like I wasn't being present for my kids, man. Like I was always gone. And I have 5 kids, and I wasn't being present at their basketball games, football games. I wasn't there. And then if I was there, I was on the phone because when you start a company, just like as well as you know,
Yeah.
and you're a
Yeah.
1-man show,
Yeah.
holy hell, dude, like you are just swamped. And like, I didn't know how to balance it. And I didn't know how to
And you
do it
weren't trying to build a team.
at all because like I was also concerned. I'm like, okay, the Caffaro way, who else is going to emulate how I want them to do it? Right. Like I had that like kind of ego set. Like, how am I going to train somebody to be Johnny? Because everybody wants the Johnny effect, but they don't want me to hire somebody
So your business was too contingent upon your
yeah,
face as opposed to
building a
showing,
plan.
helping people implement, I'm
Yep.
sorry, execute effective ways to market. It wasn't
Absolutely.
that. It was put my face on your stuff, watch your brand blow up.
Yeah.
And you got compromised in how many places you can put, how many places you can be at
At
the same
once.
time.
Yeah, 100%. And so I tried to come up with it, but like I was having one-on-one conversations with so many different people a day, a week. Like it was just like I felt like I needed a branch. So I was just like, and I started suggesting people. I was like, what if I brought somebody on? Like, no, we want your touch. Like we see what you do. I'm like, damn, like, am I that good? Like, somebody can't emulate what I can do. I don't think so. Like, I'm not like this superstar, like that has the magic sauce. Like, I just feel like I just bring good energy and people
Did,
stuff get
did you
done.
did you attempt to build a team, or you didn't?
I
You didn't even
attempted.
try.
Yeah, for sure. No, I did. I attempted and brought stuff, but like, I think it was more towards the tail end when I was burning out. And then I'm like, I'm done. Like,
Okay, so take us there, man. Was it a night? Was it a day? Was it at breakfast? What happened where you were like, I'm done?
yeah, the pain was so super excruciating. One morning, I just woke up. I didn't sleep all night. I was just rolling in bed in pain, and I was just thinking about everything that I had to do the next day. Like I was just like, what is my life? Like I went from being in meetings all day with Stryker to like feeling like I had financial freedom, but I didn't. I was actually locked even more so by this consulting gig. And so then I just called everybody and said, I'm done. I will finish out the contracts and whatnot, but we're done. And I completely, ultimately just disappeared.
So
And
when you were it was a morning. You said you
mhm,
had pain. The morning you woke up with pain. In the divorce has already happened.
it was, we were separated. So,
Separated.
yep.
Stryker's gone. How many months had you or years had you been running the branding business before this morning?
It was probably what? It was Stryker December, probably a year, close to a
Okay,
year.
so
Yeah.
Stryker's gone. separated, a year of of potential financial freedom, but expending yourself to the nth degree.
Yep.
The morning happens, you wake up, you're like, this is no, stops now. I got to reevaluate.
Yep.
Call all contacts, you stop everything. What happened next?
Yeah. So then so I'll get into it. I don't care. I started doing plant medicine. I did psilocybin because I heard it will help you with pain. It will help you re-neural pathways, help you be able to get unstuck.
So this is new to me. What is that? Like, talk to us.
Yeah, mushrooms. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
mushrooms,
no,
psychedelic.
I know that's huge. Microdosing mushrooms.
Yeah,
I know a
it's
couple physicians that are doing that and are actually prescribing that. So yeah,
yeah,
I know
it's
that's
life
huge.
changing. It changed everything. I mean, instead of going right, the mushrooms will help you program to finally go left and create a whole new pattern. And it will be able to show you subconsciously where you keep making that same mistake so you don't have to keep performing that again. Because the universe is powerful. It's going to keep showing you that lesson until you
Yep.
finally go left, right?
Okay.
And so that's the beauty of it. And so I went on this medicine journey and it showed me a lot of stuff that I needed to work on. And it showed me things that where I just kind of just took accountability for everything. And I stopped blaming everything on everybody. And stopped blaming the marriage that it was her fault. It stopped I put
Extreme ownership.
Extreme ownership. I love that book. Yeah. Jocko, like 100% all on me, but I was still in pain. But I knew that I was I'm doing the right thing. I'm stopping. I'm going somewhere that I need. I'm in the right direction because.
So how did you find out about this? Was it a doctor that introduced it to you? Did you do
No,
your own
so I
research?
mean, I was at the gym and I was talking to some friends, and they said, "Hey, I just did this mushroom journey, and it changed my life."
Wow.
And I'm like, I want to change my life.
Sign me up.
Right here, please. I'm good. Let's go.
Right.
And I've never done any kind of drugs like that. I've never I grew up Mormon. I grew up with drugs, alcohol. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't have sex before marriage, all that stuff. And so I was this clean laced kid. And so then I'm like, mushrooms. Okay. And so there's different types of journeys that you do. So they say 5 grams or more is a hero's journey.
Now is it a social circle that's guiding you, or did you eventually have to go to a physician, or is there a circle that includes physicians? How do you know what to do?
Great question. So you don't. I didn't. I'm Johnny, and I just But most people, there's facilitators that be able to go into a social setting and be able to help guide you through if there's some darkness that comes in, if there's some deep shit that you don't shadow stuff. But I didn't know much about it, so I did it on my own.
Yeah.
And I took 7 grams the first night, and it was it allowed me to see so much of who I was and where I was going, and my higher self. I believe in higher self and higher being is thank you for stopping where you were going, because where you were going was a trajectory of burnout and chaos and destruction. Wow. So for me just to wake up and cancel everything, disappear, take this medicine to show me that I'm on the right path, it was life changing. And it showed me where, but there's no physician really involved, because there's energetic healers, spiritual healers, be able to help guide you through it.
Sure.
There's dosages and stuff that you don't have to, but there's really no overdosing on mushrooms. You just are just going to have a really good, a magical trip, or you're going to have a dark one. And it just depends on where your headspace is at. Wow. And it's called setting and intentions. What's your setting look like? What's your intentions look like? And then what are your intentions for the journey? Are you here to heal, or because I've never done any kind of drugs partying. I've done it more spiritually and be able to heal me.
Right. So that night happens. You're like, okay, this is, whoa. What was, did you have a conclusion from that first night that said, okay, I'm going to put myself in a regimen and this is what we're doing? Or was it more okay, I need to explore this way deeper. We need to find the next thing I can do. What happened after that night?
Yeah, you just nailed it.
Okay.
There was no regimen yet. It was, I need to go deeper. Okay. I need to go a lot deeper. And the deepest, highest, most psychedelic thing they say is ayahuasca.
So, oh gosh, I've heard.
I just got the chills just saying it.
I've heard. So again, I am not lying. Everybody, I know physicians that do this, and and they have whole practices. And so I've never done it, but I've heard so many people talk to me about, was it did you have to like join a group and they took you out somewhere? How do you even get your hands on the stuff? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't even.
man. So I started doing some research and I
Okay.
started doing like diving in, and Peru and Costa Rica are the biggest places that administer
Sure. Okay.
ayahuasca. You can find it in the States, but it's illegal in the States. And
Okay.
so if we want to talk about, you can cut that out or whatnot, but
No, I mean it is what it is. That's
it is what it is, but it's
you
the
would
most
probably know that.
healing.
But yeah,
It's
go
the
ahead.
healing most incredible. And so I'm in marketing. So I Google ayahuasca, Costa Rica, and the first top 10 places come up. And I know the top 7 are just ad and paid. And I'm like, I'm not going to those ones.
Yeah.
So I call number 7 and he's just like, okay, yeah, let's get on a video call. And he does like an interview with you to
Yeah.
make sure that you're good and like you're not this
Wow.
crazy person.
Wow.
And then he's like, okay, it's going to cost $1,500. And I'm like, okay, what's the process look like? He's like, there's probably going to be a group of 5 to 7.
Okay.
And we are out in the jungle of Costa Rica.
Okay.
And we do ayahuasca 2 nights in a row, but it's a 5-day retreat.
Okay.
And before you go out there, you have to prepare no sugars, no salts,
Wow.
no alcohol, no
Okay.
sex, no, like you got to be as clean as pure as you can go.
So clean emotionally and
Yeah.
physically.
Oh yeah. So like you start meditating, you get prepared for it.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, this is going to be it. This is going to be my like start of everything.
Hell yeah.
My hip's going to heal. Everything is just going to be just like this magical, amazing place. I get there and Costa Rica. I don't know if you've ever been to Costa Rica.
Yeah, no, I just went last year. So yes, I have.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like the place is like an oasis.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It
It's
is.
amazing. We went over by La Fortuna, over by Arenal volcano.
That's where I went. I went to La
Okay.
Fortuna.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Did you go to the hot
okay.
springs?
Yeah, I went to the hot springs and
Oh,
I
so
hiked
nice.
the volcano. Yeah.
Yes, so did I. Okay. Yeah. And so then, so we get there and the group was pretty powerful. There's a lot of cool people there and like a lot of people just searching and seeking and looking
Sure.
for answers. And
Sure.
some people weren't in pain. They were just looking for the ayahuasca experience, that enlightenment to be able to know like, okay, like I'm good. And so I had very high expectations, very, very high, because
I can imagine
the medicine journey was so good with the mushrooms. I'm like, this is going to be amazing.
this is like next
like,
level. We're going
next level.
I'm leaving the minor leagues. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm going to the majors, like way past. Like
Right.
nothing happened the first night, bro. I was so mad.
You're like, why am I not feeling anything?
I was like, I was throwing up, which there's there's something called the purge. Like you purge out emotions and energy, but like nothing magical happened.
Okay.
And I learned the biggest life lesson of my whole entire life. Stop having expectations and you'll never be disappointed again. That's what the medicine taught me that night.
Wow.
Because when I left that, the shaman asked around the circle, the facilitator, everybody have one word and say, everybody was like saying positive things. And I said, disappointed. Everybody looked at me like I'm being honest. Like I was super disappointed. I leave the meeting at 2:00 in the morning. I'm sitting in front of my bed looking over and I'm just bawling. I'm like, why did I come here? What am I doing? Like this sucks. Like this is terrible. But then like it just registered like, man, I had high expectations throughout my whole life. And I've been disappointed so many time and time again. If I can just leave the expectations at the door and I'll never be disappointed again. And that was like gold to me. Like, I'm like, I can leave this retreat now and be like the best version of myself and not have anything, because that was like pure medicine for me.
Yeah.
Because we all have a lot of expectations. Yeah. We do. Yeah. We grow up in a society of expectations. Like you're supposed to do this. You should do this. Like you're growing up, like even within the Mormon religion, you have to do this. You got to do this. And so there was a lot of expectations. And so then the next night I'm like, come what may, like whatever comes tonight, like I'll be good. Like I have no expectations. If it doesn't work, I'm just already happy. So I take the ayahuasca, like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes into it, I start like touching my toes, stretching. I get up like you're supposed to be quiet and meditating. Not me, dude. I was like moving around, stretching towel.
Sure.
And the shaman was looking at me. He's like, sit down. I was like, no, I can't. Like, I can't. And I like stood up and like did a hip thing and it popped. Like my hips just popped. All the pain, I'm getting the chills, the emotion,
No.
everything just vanished.
Stop.
I
No.
swear, bro. Like everything you could ever imagine that I held into my I have the chills, went away.
Wow.
Like everything from childhood to all my hip replacements, all that pain just vanished midair. Like the ayahuasca healed it. And I saw the energy come into the healing of the grandmother, they call her, and come and heal my hip. And then I was the most flexible person in the whole entire world. Like I could bend in half. I could do everything because I was physically healed, but I wasn't like in the physical realm. I was in the spiritual realm with ayahuasca, man.
So wait. So hold on. This is awesome, by the way. Okay. So you're saying that you had a moment of feeling like you were healed, or you're saying that you had a moment and you were actually healed?
I was actually healed.
Wow.
So Christ, Jesus talks about thy faith have made thee whole. And he talks about frequency and energy. I tapped into the high frequency of the healing energy and we healed each other. Like I was open to the healing. I was open to receiving anything that the universe was able to give to me. And I had such hope and high, like that I could heal myself somehow, some way. That's why I went down to Costa Rica in the first place. And that's why I wanted to, because my hips were always like the pain body, dude. Nobody understands. If you have never lived in chronic pain, it is the absolute hardest thing day in and day out to have a good attitude. Absolutely. To be able to have that. Right.
Yeah.
And so I was bending, I was doing yoga. The next morning, the pain was completely gone, but I wasn't flexible or bendable anymore. I'm like, what the hell? Like, and then that's when like the ancestors throughout the night, my spirit guides, like, you need yoga. Like you need to go do the work now. We took away the pain so you could go do the work. And yoga, that's where this regiment came in. I started doing yoga every single day. I disappeared. I went up.
You joined a group or a video?
Yeah, I joined a studio right next to my house. Like I went hiking every single day to heal my hips, like to strengthen them, to give them like muscle back, and hot yoga. So I did 300 classes last year. So I missed only 65 days. Like I dove into the yoga. Like
okay. Small break because I want to ask you something. I did hot yoga. Gosh, 4 years ago or something like that, 5 years ago. It was amazing. Amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, and I was flexible. But then I got dehydrated. I had to go to the doctor, and they were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing hot yoga. And they said, you need to stop because your I think it was my sodium levels were just ridiculously high, and it was affecting my organs. And so they were like, you got to stop. And I stopped. Wow. How did you? Is it just a matter of drinking more water, or how did you?
It's a lot of salt in water. Like you can't, like you're sweating, you're leaving so much sodium out, and so there's a lot of hydration packets that you take, the element packets.
So you're taking actual things designed for people that do hot yoga.
Oh yeah. So I mean, dude, I'm drinking 2 or 3 of those packets a day. I'm also putting Celtic salt in my water. Like. It just needs regular water is not going to cut it if you're doing hot yoga.
I was drinking a lot of water, but it wasn't making the difference.
Yeah, so you need salts. Salts is the biggest thing, and sodium and electrolytes, because you're leaving a lot of electrolytes and sodium out of the body when you're sweating. Like it's 105 degrees and 50% humidity, and you're stretching for an hour. Like that's some hard shit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're doing hot yoga. So again, I want to know financially. Are you you're still good because you had amassed so much? So all this exploration, it's afforded and you can do it.
It is, but it was dwindling. It was dropping.
So as you're going through this experience, the very back of your mind, you're like, okay,
I'm thinking
I need to start heading in the direction of I guess a rebirth, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, like come back. And so and I mean, I forgot to even mention, like when I was down in Costa Rica, I went and got a full sleeve tattoo while I was down in Costa Rica.
I knew something was different, man, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Okay. Wow.
And
All right.
so
All right.
like a lot of change, man. Like I did
Yeah.
a lot, like so much change.
That's
Like
amazing.
it
That's
was
amazing.
just so much different Johnny. I feel like I just have come through and like reflected and understood like I'm not in pain. I'm not coming in from ego. I'm not coming for these praises. I'm like, I'm just being. And if I can
Yeah.
help one person with my story and like show
Let's do
people
it.
that there's
Let's
a
go.
better way, then that's all I want to do now.
Hell
Like
yeah. Okay. So how long? So by the way, the ayahuasca, that was continuing, or you did it that time, you came back, you started yoga, and that's done. I hope you're enjoying today's episode. And I want to let you know our programs cover the entire career of a medical sales professional. From getting into the medical sales industry, to training on how to be a top performer in the medical sales industry, to masterfully navigating your career to executive level leadership. These programs are personalized and customized for your specific career and background, and trained by over 50 experts, including surgeons. Our results speak for ourselves, and we're landing positions for our candidates in less than 120 days in top medical technology companies like Stryker, Medtronic, Merck, Abbott, you name it. Would you run an Ironman race without training and a strategy? You wouldn't. So why are you trying to do the same with a medical sales position? You need training, you need a strategy, and you need to visit evolveyoursuccess.com, fill out the application, schedule some time with one of our account executives, and let's get you into the position that you've always dreamed of.
yeah, no, I mean, I went back one more time, but
Okay.
it wasn't as impactful. I didn't need it. Like I feel like I was good, so I didn't need to keep chasing.
So it's really it, and I'm asking, it's ayahuasca is designed to give you a revelation to do something different as opposed to a continued regimen.
Yeah, like it's called medicine. You're not supposed to refill your prescription because medicine's supposed to heal you. Like that's what pharma is so bad on. Like why are you refilling these medications if it's medicine?
Yeah.
It gives you this massive revolution. Like it gives you whatever, and it gives you this massive peak of like what your life should be,
Sure.
where you should go,
Sure.
but you have to do the work to get there.
Okay.
It basically
No,
creates it shows you like the Pirates of the Caribbean. Here's a movie. It shows you the end of the movie.
Okay.
And it shows you this amazing movie.
Okay.
But you have to find the crew, the script, the island, the location, the film crew. You got to be able to do all the things to get to that movie.
Gotcha.
Ayahuasca shows you the end. Are you going to do it?
Okay. Did the mushrooms continue?
Yes.
Because that was okay. I guess what I want to understand is if the ayahuasca took away the pain,
yep,
and it's still gone, is it a matter of the right energy hit you at the right time, and that was that, and it doesn't need to be revisited, or not quite?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that was the true healing, true frequency, healing frequency. Like it doesn't need to be revisited. Like I have not been in pain since that day.
Oh my gosh!
And I've only gotten stronger from the yoga.
Wow!
And I've gotten actually a little bit taller, and I didn't know how I could get taller.
Yeah. Okay. So then, if the pain's gone, what was the necessity of continuing the mushrooms? Was it giving you some other added benefit in addition to everything you were experiencing?
Yeah, it was enlightenment. It was wisdom.
Did it keep your head clear? Is that what it is, or not quite?
Yeah, I mean, dude, think about it. If you see Mario take a mushroom and he becomes the Super Mario, right? That's what mushrooms do. They make you superhuman, your brain can think so much faster, clearer. Sure. And you're also getting downloads from these mushrooms that have been here for millions of years where they have so much wisdom where it's like, here, everything's energy, everything is light, everything is frequency, everything is a mantra. Like I am powerful, I am great. And so I was so enthralled by the wisdom and enlightenment that I was getting. Yeah. That's why I would keep doing it. It had nothing to do with pain. It had nothing to do. Sure. I was chasing another. And so then that's when I'm like, okay, I got to stop this because at a certain point, you don't need it to do it anymore.
Oh, right. So it's not intended to be something you're always doing.
No,
that's also a limited.
It should be more ceremonial, maybe once or twice a year. It should be great. But people microdose. Microdose is a whole different thing. Microdosing is great. It's 0.3 grams, point something grams, and like it takes you like it can replace Adderall, it could replace any pain drug, it can replace.
Oh, okay. So microdosing is not okay. Two different things we're talking about.
Two different things.
You
Yeah,
did in microdosing. I know
macrodose
about
or
the
microdose.
Okay, gotcha.
I was macrodosing a lot. Like I was taking big journeys and like having God come in with me and like talk about like the wisdom of the world.
Wow. Okay. All right. So now, so we're thinking about getting back to what we want to do to get your lifestyle back.
Yep.
You're still separated going into the divorce. And you said you left the religion. So talk to us. You know, where did that come in? Like what was happening there?
I mean, the religion thing never really sat well with me as a child. I was always asking questions, and I was always like, then they don't want you asking questions. They just like, have faith. This is what it is. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, this doesn't really resonate. And so like, man, it was tough, difficult. Like my son, you get baptized in the Mormon Church at 8 years old, and he was about ready. He turned 8, and I had to call my ex-wife because I've been married twice. And, I said, I'm not baptizing my son. And she's like, what? She's like, what'd you do wrong? Or what?
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is a choice. Like, I don't want to. And then I just had twins, and I told my wife that then at the time I said, I'm not going to be blessing the twins either. And that's when it started unraveling and started like showing like, I'm finally speaking up for myself. I'm finally owning my voice and saying, I don't want to do this. I don't believe in this. I don't know if you've ever read the book, The Four Agreements.
Yes, I have read that. I have it. Yes.
Okay. So when your parents teach you something and that's supposed to be the word and you're supposed to always believe it.
Yeah.
Like and you're finally stepping out of it and being able to have your own voice. It takes a lot. Like it takes a lot for you to.
Religion's probably the hardest thing to have to no longer have aligned for what you want to do with your life because it's been so indoctrinated since you were
and it's for your whole family, your whole community, your friends.
Yeah. I dated in college. I dated a Mormon girl for 2 years, and I got entrenched.
So you know,
I didn't convert, obviously. Yeah, but I got entrenched in the religion and spending so much time and yeah, man, it's the psychology is profound.
It's genius.
Profound. It really is, man. It really, really is.
You do a really good job.
It's amazing what they're able to accomplish with an individual. Okay, so and then just so we have clarity, the divorce is the second or.
Yes, second divorce. Okay. Yep. Second divorce. So, I'll own that. Yep.
Yeah. No, hey man. Okay. Yeah. So I know that life. So okay. So second divorce, that's in the past. The religion you're leaving. Now, when you left, is it like you needed to be excommunicated, or would you just kind of like, you know what, I'm not going to a church anymore?
Peace. Yeah. So I'm an extremist, bro. Like I went ayahuasca, I went to the majors, right? And so
level. Go ahead.
A lot of people just leave the church and just don't go.
Sure.
But then they're still counted as a member because their records are still part of the church.
Sure.
So I sent a letter into the church asking for my records to be completely removed. Like I wanted nothing to do with it. And that's very extreme in the Mormon religion. Yeah. Like when people do that, they're just like, whoa. And I don't have anything against the Mormon faith or religion. I just evolved. Right. Evolve your excess, right? Like I just evolved.
Yes.
And I think that's the beauty of it. And that's what we're supposed to do in this life is evolve.
Yes.
And that's where I don't speak ill, where a lot of people leave the church. They speak poorly about it.
Sure.
I have nothing bad to say. I had great values. I learned a lot of good things.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I'm just not aligned with it anymore.
Right. It's just, and that's what it is, right? It's not about wrong or right. It's about, is it aligned with who you are and where you want to go or not?
100%.
Right.
And it wasn't. And the cool thing is now I get to teach my kids that they can have options and they can have choices.
So they might stay, they might go. It's all okay. It's all okay.
I didn't have that choice. And I wish more people would give choice to people instead of saying, this is the way, this is the word, this is it.
Wow.
So,
okay. So where are we in time now? Ayahuasca journey has completed. Yep. We're deep into the yoga world, and we're starting to think about the rebirth of Johnny's profession. Where
Yeah.
are we in time?
Yeah. So we're the bills. I'm going to be straight up. Like the money dried up and I was
Simple as that.
stressed out of my mind. I've never been into a position where I've always made really good money my whole career. And I think I needed to go through this experience to be able to ask for help. It was very humbling and it was very point I couldn't pay rent. I got to that point, bro. And like I had to call the landlord and say, hey, I can't pay it. And that same feeling making that phone call was the same feeling where I jumped out of an airplane doing skydiving. It was just this change of emotion, like fear or adrenaline, right? And it was a weird experience, but it was a really cool experience too, to be able to know what that emotion feels like. And I had to go to my brother and I said, hey bro, like, can you help me? I need help.
Yeah.
And he's just like, gave me the biggest hug. And he's like, honestly, he's like, this is the best version I've ever seen Johnny Caffaro. And like, I really appreciate who's showing up, even though you're in a hard spot right now. I commend all the work that you're doing to be able to put yourself and your children in this spot. And he's like, I would be more than glad to help you in any way possible. Yeah. And I was like, wow, like that just hit so.
Yeah.
It hit, man. Like I knew that I had support. Yeah. And so that was a beautiful thing. And so then I knew that I got to get back. Like I've got to leave the spiritual. There's a saying, you got to be in the world, but not of the world. I was not in the world at all. Like I was yoga, hiking, healing, yoga, hiking, healing. Like I was just on this mat. I wanted to heal, man. Like I wanted to just so when I came back, I knew I wanted to be better. I wanted to be a part of something great. And so I got like my life insurance thing and I was doing a lot of different things. And I landed this really big deal and got a commission check that paid off all my debt.
For branding of another company.
Yeah. Just doing something on the side. Yeah. Got my life insurance license. And so like, that was a beautiful miracle in itself. Paid back my brother, paid back everybody that I owed, paid off all my debt, exceeded past weight. I'm like, okay, like, thank you, universe. Thank you for letting me go poor back to where I used to be. And then Peter Varillo and I were talking for a long time. He's the CEO of Redefined Surgery. He's like, hey, Johnny, like, I want you, but not yet. I'm like, okay, like, I know it's going to be big, but like, I want you, but like, you just know, like, it will be okay. And so then I was helping out with this nonprofit and it was good, but it wasn't anything that I was a part of. Like, you know, my passion. Like I love being in the medical industry. I love like bringing the heat and the fire to that. Yeah. And so then as I was parting that nonprofit and they were helping out and they were doing that, Peter called me. He's like, hey, it's time. I'm like, yes, it is, because I am ready to be able to be seen again in a different light. Wow. And this company, I wanted to be a part of something that's so revolutionary, so changing the medical industry, that because I changed I changed so much. Yeah. I wanted to couple this together and ride this wave. Yeah. And this is this company is just, it's going to change everything.
Okay. Man, that's exciting. All right. So, well, can you share what your position is in the company, or you can't?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm the head of growth. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yep. So branding, you're going to be branding the hell out of it. Growing. Oh, that's so exciting. All right. Okay. So what was going on with the family dynamic during your discovery phase? You know, when you were going to Peru and Costa Rica and trying to figure it all out, how were you sharing what you have to do and what they need to understand with your kids, with your ex-wives? Like, talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, the hardest thing is that I think my family thought I lost my mind. And that was hard to see because I knew I was I honestly, I was trying to lose my mind so I could find it. Right. Like there's a saying, lose your mind to find yourself, but they just thought that I was just being reckless, not understanding or taking care of myself but then my family kept on sending me Mormon messages and, hey, come back to the church. You'll be okay. Like everything's okay. And so then I had to like honestly remove myself from the family group chat.
Wow.
I'm like, I completely removed myself.
You had to.
I had to.
Separation
I had to leave
clear and not have your journey
influence.
interrupted. Yeah.
And I honestly didn't. And I stopped calling everybody. I stopped. Like, I didn't want anyone's opinion. I didn't want anyone's advice. I needed to finally understand what like Johnny would do. Like I would call everybody about every decision and say, what do you think about this? What do you think about?
Yeah.
And like my exes thought I was crazy, but like I was always still trying to show up for my kids, and I was here a lot more for them as well. So it's like I would travel when I didn't have the kids, but then when I'd be here, I'd actually be a lot more present with them. Like,
and they noticed
big time. Like, bro, I changed my number completely. Like, nobody could get a hold of me. Like, I completely vanished. LinkedIn, like phone calls, like I didn't even need a phone. Like, that's the cool thing. Like, I became like almost like a monk in itself. Like, don't talk to me. No one can reach me. So the kids and I noticed it and they loved it. Like, I was pushing them, having them come on hikes with me, and I was teaching them yoga, and I brought them to yoga with me. Wow. Like, I made activities with the kids like so impactful together.
Remind us what age range the kids are again.
Yeah, 11-year-old boy, 10-year-old boy, 8-year-old girl, and 2.5-year-old twins that are boy and a girl.
How old are the twins?
2.5 years old.
Oh gosh, you're in the trenches, Joey.
Trenches, man.
You are in
trenches.
Yeah, man.
But it's been beautiful, and I love the fact that like we are so present. We talk about the things like I don't push anything. I just teach. Hey, guess what I learned today in this book? Guess what I learned about energy? Guess what I learned about Christ consciousness or cosmic consciousness? And there's like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm like, and if it resonates with them, it does. My daughter, she doesn't like the stuff that I talk about. She still likes being in the Mormon, and that's great. And I'm happy for her. Whatever. I don't push anything upon anybody. Like, I'll tell people my journey, and I don't know how many people will listen to this and like, wow, that guy is crazy. He's lost his mind. Or if I help one person by telling my story, like, you can do this too. Great. Like, I don't care, because whoever's supposed to be with me will be with me, and whoever's not, goodbye.
And you know what that's tied to?
What's that?
No expectations.
Exactly. Like none, bro. Like I don't care. There's a song from The Greatest Showman. This is me.
Yeah.
This is who you will get. I grew my hair back out and I don't care. You're not supposed to like have a long hair. Like, I wear crystals now, man. Like, I'm like a hybrid yogi.
You are unapologetically yourself.
Exactly.
I love it, man.
100%. And it took me a long time to get here.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So now, growth of Redefined Surgery, kids, family, back in a good place. I'm assuming whatever arrangement you have with the ex-wives, back in a good place.
Yep. Everything's magical, man.
Wow.
Like, everything is even better than what I ever expected.
Yeah.
Like, work-life balance is incredible. My CEO gets me. He has no handcuffs on anything that I do. Like, I get mad at him if he's not doing what I asked him to do. Like, it's a beautiful relationship. Peter's one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet. Like,
Amen.
I'm in a place where I feel so lucky and blessed, but it came with some hard shit, bro.
Sure.
Like, I did the work.
So, the Caffaro shoes, your brother, are you still involved with that? Is that still something that you do, or is that more?
Yeah. So we actually just, as I came back, because I disappeared from that too. Right. And we came back together just 2 weeks ago, and I was like, let's go on a ride. Like, let's take this to a better and higher journey. And he was pumped. He's like, because me and my brother are completely different. The guy is the man, but like, he likes to be behind the scenes operation. He's got the brain behind it. And I'm like, I'm the go-getter, the face of it. Like, I want to be able to. So we just voiced each other's concerns and sat down, and I'm like, he's like, okay, let's do this. And I like, let's be a part of this. And he's like, let's make this a brother company and make this massive and have fun with it.
How exciting.
And I talked to Peter, my CEO at Redefine. He's like, dude, let's do it. So I got us all purple shoes because our company's purple for AUKUS coming up. So we'll all be rocking purple Caffaro shoes. Like
I got to get another pair, man.
I know, we got to get you.
That is awesome. I can't help but ask, and because I can't get it out of my head. Are you documenting all this stuff? Like, do you got like video, or did you bring a journal with you? I mean, tell me
man.
you did, or no.
Yeah, man, I've documented everything, and I'm close to done writing my book. So my book's I've been meeting with a publicist, and this book's coming out pretty soon.
Oh gosh, that is so freaking
It's talking
exciting.
about my childhood, of how I overcome all this stuff, and it's going to be powerful. And I think it's called The Never Give Up, Johnny Caffaro story, Never Give Up.
I love it. When is it coming out?
I don't know when it like that's up to me. I got to finish it. Like I want it to be out by Christmas. Like, and I'll definitely let you know.
You got to start filming, man. I feel a documentary coming in addition to the book. You got to start
for sure.
Just have that camera rolling as you're experiencing the rest of life, man.
Exactly, because it's a whole new I have a new lease on life, man. I have a new outlook, a new look. And I'm so blessed, and like I'm so happy to be a part of this amazing company too with Redefine, and like there's just so much joy that I have, man. Like everybody asks me, how are you? And like I am magical. Like I really am. Like I love being magical. So
when was the Redefine declaration that you're going to be head of growth?
It was 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so I guess what I want to know is, from that moment to the decision that you're going to professionally recreate yourself, how much time passed?
I mean, it took that. I mean, I was at that nonprofit for a little bit. It was probably a good 6, 7, 8 months before I like realized that like, okay, this is Johnny. This is how, because it's hard, man. It's hard to transition to come back in.
Yeah.
It was, I wasn't posting. I wasn't talking about anything. And I was like a little scared to tell my journey on LinkedIn because like, who's going to listen? And now it's like,
everyone's going to listen. Everyone and their mom and dad. When I think about it, man, this all happened in a relatively short amount of time.
Yeah, man, it felt like I've been on a rocket ship.
Yeah, your development and your experience, it's pretty tight. And that's again, that is amazing. Because here you are, head of growth, repositioned in record time.
Yes.
And on to things bigger than you've ever done. I mean, come on, man. Like
you can't make this up.
Wow. I love it, man. I freaking love it. So
that's why I wanted to come on and talk to you again and be on this. Dude, I love our platform. I love our chats. And that's why when I reached out, I'm like, bro, I want to tell my story. Yeah, man, and I wanted to be a part of something that's bigger and greater. So
heck yeah. This is just flat out gold to hear your story. So I don't even know how to ask it, but I got to ask it because I don't know how else to ask it. What's the goal now? I understand. No expectations, but do you even have like a perfect world scenario, or because there's no expectations, you don't have a perfect world scenario? Like how are you thinking about life now?
No, man, I appreciate you asking that. I do have some things that I have in mind. Like I honestly do want to create like a retreat like center in Costa Rica. I want to be able to create a farm to table food experience.
I'm so going to be there if you do.
I want to facilitate the healing that I felt to people. It was one of the most magical experiences. And so I want to be able to create that for people. And I think the beginning of that is my book and coming on to these shows and telling my story. And because I'm not just a medical device sales, I'm not a head of growth. I am Johnny, and I am healed, and I am a being of light. And I want to be able to make people believe that they are too, because we all are. And I want to be able to create that. And so I see me helping Redefine Surgery become this massive success, have a huge exit. Then I take that money and be able to go and create this amazing retreat and be able to create this amazing oasis for people and just build towards that and get closer to that and be able to have this like heaven on earth kind of experience. So That's down the road, but I mean, everything's happening fast, so we don't.
I know. I mean, you make things happen pretty quick, my friend. So
Yeah.
down the road, but not that far down the road.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. You know, people are listening to this right now, and I'm sure some people are like, wow, what a story. If you want anyone to take away from what they just heard, what is the number one thing you want anyone listening right now, regardless of I want to get into medical sales, medical sales, leading in medical sales, physician, surgeon, whatever. What would you want them to take away?
You are your own guru. You are your own teacher. You have all the answers inside of you. Believe in yourself. Don't give your power away to anybody. Don't keep asking people that, like, I gave my power to so much away to people that I had all the answers within, and I just had to go within. Shut out all the noise around you. Put yourself in an environment where you can be able to have the answers come to you, whether it be in prayer, meditation, yoga, medicine. I don't know, but like, you are your own healer. You are your own best teacher. You are your own God, Savior, Messiah. You just need to know that having those self-limiting beliefs go away and that everything can open up for you. And that's where I believe where I'm at. I know that who I am is going to be able to heal myself. Like, that's why I had so much belief. Like, I'm going to heal this hip. I'm going to heal this hip. Healed, gone. Like, next, what else do I need to heal? Trauma, abuse, psychological stuff. Like, let's keep going. Let's keep doing the work. But it's just heal yourself. Believe in yourself. I believe, like, I don't know if people believe, but like, there's something called chakras, and that's the 7 chakras, and there's mantras that go with it. It's like, I am, I have, I feel, I love, I speak, I see, I know. When you're in your knowing, man, there's nothing stopping you. So be in the know. I know that I am powerful. I know that I am strong, right? And I think that's where it's like, be in your knowing, know who you are.
Yeah, man.
So,
and be unapologetic about it.
Exactly. 100%.
Wow. Dude, Johnny, thank you for this message. Thank you for coming on the show today. This is fantastic, man. And you made my day. I mean, I knew things were good, but I had no context. You gave me all the context in the world today. So thank you for that.
Absolutely, man. I really appreciate you having me.
Excellent. So now, it's been a while, but there's one thing we do before we let anybody go. And so I'm going to do with you too. And it's called the lightning round. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. So I'm going to ask you 4 questions.
Okay.
You have less than 10 seconds to answer. And here we go. So first question, what is the best book you have read in the last 6 months?
The Yoga of Jesus.
Ooh. Jeez, who wrote that?
Yoga Prabhupada.
Okay. That will be on the list, folks. All right. What is the best TV show or movie you've seen in the last 6 months?
Ooh, I'm going to get so much hate for this, but I loved Bridgerton.
Hey, dude. Okay, look, between you and I, and then everybody else listening, I've never seen, I don't even know. I never saw the main show, but I saw the show about the Queen.
Oh, yeah. Queen Charlotte?
Dude. Good show.
I know.
I'm over here like, wow, this is
I liked Bridgerton, man.
I've never seen it, so now I have to check that out when the free time comes. Okay, Next question. What is the best meal you've had in the last 6 months? We want the restaurant, the location, and the item.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just in Denver last week at Shanahan Steakhouse, and I had the sea bass, and it was like, because I don't eat a lot of steak anymore, not a lot of red meat, because as I go through my diet and changing.
Yeah.
So the sea bass was incredible. And
that will be in the show notes. And then last but not least, what is the best experience you've had in the last 6 months?
I was writing my book the other night, and I was crying because I was reliving some emotions during my hip pain. Pretty hard crying. My son just comes up and puts his arm around me and says, "I love you, Dad." He's like, "I'm right here for you," and just hugs me and just holds space for me. And I'm like, man, I'm doing something right for him to be able to do something like that for me. So that, man, being here for my kids. That's the best thing for right now, the last 6 months.
Wow. Amen.
Yeah.
Johnny, it was awesome, man. We can't wait to see what you go on and do with
Appreciate it, man.
surgery and your brand. And when I get my next pair of shoes.
Let's go.
And again, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it.
And that was Johnny Caffaro. Wow. if I think what's so cool about being able to talk with individuals like him is you really don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they got going on. You literally, especially on LinkedIn, right? You literally see just the results, whether good or bad. But to hear the journey and to go into the depth of what was being felt, what was being seen, and what was actually done, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's where people learn the most profound lessons. That's where people get the most inspiration. That's when people can really effectively create their own next action steps. I really hope that's what this episode did for you in whatever your journey is currently looking like. I'm only going to ask one thing today, and that is that you, if you're not already, subscribe to the Medical Sales Podcast. This podcast was designed to give you the insights that you really won't find anywhere else. That's our hope anyway, that you can't find this stuff anywhere else. And we do our best to go into the details so you get the true story. This podcast is about sharing truth. So allow us to share consistently with you. Subscribe, and thank you for listening to the Medical Sales Podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And remember, I have a customized and personalized program that gets you into the medical technology industry as a sales professional, or any type of role for that matter. Become a top performer in your position and masterfully navigate your career to executive level leadership. Check out these programs and learn more at evolvesuccess.com by visiting our site, filling out an application, schedule some time with one of our account executives, and allowing us to get you where you need to be. Stay tuned for more awesome content with amazing interviews on the Medical Sales Podcast.